America, and in fact the free world, is facing unprecedented threats.
With Iran possibly months from being able to produce a nuclear weapon.
Fighting rages on in eastern Ukraine as the Russian invasion enters week 7.
We cannot go to war without the reserves.
We've been called up more in the last 20 years than the history of the Strategic Reserve.
At least since 9/11, they've turned into an operational reserve.
Since the 9/11 terrorist attacks, the National Guards are no longer considered reserve troops. The Guard is now an integral part of the American military.
The Reserve Organization of America, ROA, is the only national military organization which solely and exclusively represents the reserve components. ROA appreciates the opportunity to testify today and address certain bills that apply in particular to our reserve force. The Pentagon itself has told us the usage rate is not going to go down.
The manning levels that we need within the budget constraints requires this shift into more and more citizen warriors.
The policies were not built for a reserve and guard used at this level that we're seeing right now.
So as we look towards the future, ROA has a critical role in supporting that citizen warrior.
Original history was to have a reserve force in case you had that conflict, but now we're using them for everything.
ROA has improved the readiness of the force by advocating for additional funding and the purchase of equipment so that members of the Guard and Reserve have what they need.
There are other organizations out there that help the Guard specifically. There's other organizations out there who have Reserve and Guard as a piece of their overall mission, but there is nobody else in the entire world who can handle those questions for our Reserve and Guard.
We have the VA asking ROA to be part of the discussion on certain topics.
What is an untold story is that there's a 20% plus unemployment rate for our reservists.
I would like to see more employers hire reserve component members or Guard members.
And that's what ROA and the Citizen Warrior Coalition are fighting for.
We're launching the Reserve Employment Portal and the first ever reserve-focused mentorship program.
One of the challenges of this historically high use of the Reserve and the Guard is that people are leaving their civilian job to serve at unprecedented rates. ROA is working on tax credits for employers who have members of the Guard and the Reserve in their workforce.
We're launching the Reserve Employment Portal, designed specifically to link reservists and guardsmen with employers that are embracing a dual career path.
Another unique ROA initiative is our Stars in Schools program.
When little Johnny or Susie's mom deploys or father deploys, we want to ensure that their teachers, their coaches, their principals know and to give them resources and education to help those children.
Every person in the military should belong to a professional organization, and I think ROA is that professional organization.
They're a family. They're my family.
We've been around for 100 years, providing for national security. And we're embarking on a second 100 years. And we want to do it better and smarter.
ROA has played a vital and long-lasting role, and we will continue to do so, and we need to continue to do so.
The country needs ROA. The serving reservists that are out there, they really do need ROA because we're their voice. And we've been able to make really good progress, and we need to continue to do that.
It's time for us to step up to the plate, dig our heels in, and say, hey, it's our turn to take the mantle, pick up the torch, move forward for the next 100 years.
ROA is going to be bigger and stronger than it ever was.